Teachable.
What's good, everybody? Go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Do a quick reaction, then I'm gonna get out of your way. Pretty sure you already know. I'm I'm feeling the same way y'all probably feeling right now. So we're gonna talk about it, then we'll get out of here. First and foremost, man, let's shout out to the JSU Tigers, football Tigers. Just want to take a moment to appreciate all the players, man, that committed to Jackson State for this 2022 season and gave their blood, sweat, and tears, man, to come in and represent the city of Jackson State University. They had a historic year. Came up short in the end. We didn't finish how we wanted to. Sad day, sad results, but we Jackson though, man. We Jackson State, so we've seen worse. 2 back-to-back Celebration Bowl losses. Feel like we're right there, but it's the end of a chapter, beginning of a new one, and it's gonna take some time to really appreciate all the players that came through 1400 J.R. Lynch and put on that blue and white and represented the city of Jackson and Jackson State University and made us proud. Many of them have several different journeys that God has them on. Some of them in the draft, some of them hitting the transfer portal, some of them staying. So we're not really sure right now. I cannot answer any questions in regards to any players right now because I don't know. I'm pretty sure they don't even know. They still dealing with the emotions of today's loss, and I'm not going to entertain any of that right now. We got plenty of time. This is officially, the first show that kicks off the offseason for Jackson State under our new head coach, T.C. Taylor. It's a new era that begins and, an era that ends. So sad results, man. It was a tough loss, man. Tough loss. But shout out to North Carolina Central. Really good team. That's the first tweet I put out. They will be the Black College National Champions. They did what nobody could do this season. They beat Jackson State. So a lot of different things to unpack. I won't unpack it all tonight, just giving you a quick reaction. I'm still trying to process everything, not in the best of spirits, but, my heart goes out to the young men and, seeing those young men that I've grown to know and love and, see them emotional and, it'll do something to you, man. So, but I want to take the time right now to thank Coach Prime for coming to Jackson State. I'm not interested in any negativity. I don't care nothing about none of that other stuff, man. I'm a park all that and just say I appreciate Coach Prime. I appreciate what he was able to do. the obstacles that we run into, as a unit, has given a light to opportunities for the future. So if you don't run into obstacles, you don't, realize exactly what happened, you never have an opportunity to grow. So, we appreciate Coach Prime for coming. We appreciate him for taking that call from our athletic director, Mr. Ashley Robinson. Getting to know how, Ashley built an organic relationship with him and kind of grew that relationship over time, kept in touch. And the opportunity presented himself when he was able to coach his son, Shador Sanders. And he took that opportunity and, took us to the SWAC championship promised land 2 years in a row. And we got over here to the Celebration Bowl, came up short. But at the end of the day, we'll build on this. I think we'll be a really good team next year. We will let the dust settle, figure out who stays in-house, who goes away, and who joins the 2023 football Tigers, and then we'll build. And I have every expectation that we'll be back. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can bookmark this. Jackson State will win its first Celebration Bowl Black College National Championship under T.C. Taylor, head coach T.C. Taylor. And I just feel that, Coach Prime's chapter is closed, and we wish him well. We wish him well. Yes, I heard the press conference. No, I don't have any comments on it. I said what I said on Twitter and moved on from it. But today is about the young men that put the jerseys on and represented for Jackson State, and they gave it blood, sweat, and tears. They gave it everything that they had. I want to say to Hayden Hagler, very tough moment for him. My heart goes out to him. Very critical moment, very critical drop. But a lot of things could have happened differently in the game. And I know that he would probably be more harsh on himself than we ever could be. I'm going to ask everyone that could possibly hear my voice. Let's not kick a brother when he's down, Let's lift him up and know that there's no one on earth that would like to have that play back more than Hayden Hagler himself. So in times like this, sometimes, we don't get what we want. We have to think about the young men that are still developing and still growing. And we don't know why certain things happen the way that it happens. But when it happens and you find your team on the losing end, not everybody's sad today. North Carolina Central is ecstatic. Mm-hmm. I stood around and watched the celebration, and that's a good team, man. Coach Trey Oliver is really good, and his staff is really good. That team played extremely well. Davius Richard is everything they say he is, and then some. He played extremely well today, and we're gonna give him their flowers, man. That was a hard-fought game. Nothing was given on either side. Everything had to be taken, and a lot of fun moments to unpack. And we got a little while to do it. So, Shador Sanders, man, played starting quarterback, man, for 2 straight seasons at Jackson State. Played his behind off today. Did the best he could do with what he had to work with, and he balled out, man. But we came up a little short in the end, and to see that immediate reaction on his face, hey, man, win some and you lose some, but that kid is a winner, man. He's a winner. He's a baller. I'm going to miss too. I'm going to wish him well in his next chapter over in Colorado. I'll never root against Deion Sanders. I never root against Shador Sanders. And any of our former Tigers that plan on following Coach Prime over to Colorado. That's all I got on that. Man, a lot to unpack, man. The only thing I really would say is this. I don't really understand the decision today to go for 2 with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I'm still kind of taken back by that one. Felt that was a little desperate. We didn't have to do it. if we go ahead and kick that field goal, we go up by 2. We live with that. They drive down and they score with 4 minutes to go. Even if they go for 2, they only can be up by 6. So that last play where Travis Hunter scored that touchdown, that would have been a game-winning touchdown, had that played out the exact same way. So yeah, man. I just so many ways you can play that out. I feel like you get on the 1 yard line in overtime, you got to be able to win your battles up front to get 1 yard across that goal line, man. You got to want it. Every time that North Carolina Central got in the red zone, they scored for the most part. Not the red zone when they got inside the 10. After a while, it was undeniable that if they were going to get inside the 10, that we weren't going to stop them. We really could have used Niles Gaddy today. The decision to sit him and suspend him for being late this week is a decision that Coach Prime made, but man, I tell you, bro, this one's tough. I got nothing but love for them young men and what's going on, everybody. My thing is this, everybody's asking what happened with Niles. I'll just go ahead and say it because it's all the season's over with now. So he was late for a meeting, which, talking to some of the other players, a lot of other players were late, and I think he was late earlier that week by a few minutes and maybe missed a meeting or something to that effect. But Coach Prime made the decision to suspend him for this game, and that wasn't a good decision as far as, what we saw. We couldn't stop them today. They ran the ball down our throats. And I would say if you're going to play against a team that's physical up front, it might bode well to have your all SWAC first team, defensive end on the field. And when you take someone like that off the field and his brothers, beg and plead and rally to try to get him to play, and the decision was made. We were a little thin with some of the players hitting the portal. But that's how it happened. So I talked to him at the end of the game. Long embrace. Very, very, very emotional. And even choked me up a little bit because I know how I spent Wednesday before I flew out, talking on the phone with him for probably 2 hours. And I knew about this, but I just didn't say anything about it. I just figured everybody would catch on to it when the game was played and you didn't see number 57 out there. So tough decision, man. You live with the results. So I'm not going to question, the coach for why he did what he did. He had the answer to that. But, a coach that I know is on the way out the door and heading to Colorado, I would have thought that you would have gave everything you had. If you're going to coach it, you might as well give it everything you got, put your best team on the field and live with the results. But 57 was missed today. I'm not going to sugarcoat that one bit. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to pretend like, we weren't missing him, but there's no excuse. They won the game fair and square. They were more physical at the point of attack. They won the trench war today. And it's a lot of things to unpack, man. A lot of things to unpack. The team was – it's not the same team that came to Atlanta that was, all year long. But that's just me talking. In a game like that, you just hope you win in the end. An instant classic, man. That was a game for the ages, man. That was HBCU football on steroids, man. That was a beautiful display of Black college football. I want to say shout out to the Jackson State Tiger Nation for traveling to Atlanta and packing this thing out like we do. Shout out to the North Carolina Central Eagles, Eagle Pride, for showing up. This bad baby was rocking, man. It was packed. And there's something to be said about Black college football, man, and what it means to us. And, you know, yeah, 45 and living, I hear you say if you late, you don't play. I hear all that. I understand it, but it ain't just that simple. It was a scenario in there that was going on Wednesday that kind of led to him being late. It was pouring down raining, in case you didn't remember. He actually made it in the building on time, but had to go back outside of the building to put his bag on the bus so the bus wouldn't leave without their bag. Because the bus leaves to take their bags to the airport because, they fly charter and they put all the bags and stuff on the plane. So having to turn around and go back out, it was pouring down, it was storming, and to make it back to, and he wasn't the only one that was late. He wasn't. I talked to a player at the end of the game. There was a lot of players that were mentally just affected by their brother, not being on the field with him and feeling like the decision that, wasn't the right decision. So I'll let you do with that what you want to do with it. I'm not here to cast aspersions on Coach Prime. I'm not here to create a negative narrative. I'm just here to tell you what happened. And, yeah, that happened. So just saying, a couple minutes, I've been dealing with this shit since Wednesday, man. I'm just, y'all just now seeing 57 on the sideline, but this has been weighing on me since Wednesday. And there's a reason that I haven't done any streams. So what I try to do is I try to not come and say the wrong thing, because we're going to keep it professional and y'all do what y'all want to do, what y'all want to do with everything that's out there. But after talking to that young man and seeing what, the type of person he is, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about Niles Gaddy, and this is not a breaking news storyline where we're going to create some narrative that Jackson State got their behind whooped because, in the trenches because Niles Gaddy didn't play and it's some type of excuse. I'm using this moment to kind of expound because a lot of people had questions, So I'm going to go ahead and say it. And I didn't advise him to say anything. You respect the coach. You accept the decision and you show it for your teammates. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to blow up and let a moment turn into a massive moment that goes on to haunt you forever. Because see, this is the thing about being an adult. See, we adults, man. We done had our heyday. But these young men that are coming up, when you have a chance to impact a young man, has a great family. His father and I talk quite a bit. And you want to advise them to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? So I just love the fact that he was able to make the trip to Atlanta and he was there for his teammates trying to pick them up. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you, man, that at the end of the game, seeing that look on his face, that, the pain in his eyes and giving him a big hug, and he just kind of stayed on my shoulder, man. And I felt it. And I'm telling you, it choked me up a little bit. I had to walk away because I know how hard that young man worked. I know how bad he wanted to be on that field. I know how bad he wanted to be there for his brothers, and he wasn't allowed. And it's just right or wrong. I know his dad put a post out there for those, and I just wanted to clear that up. But the expectation is him to stay a Tiger, come back next year, and redeem himself. So that's the expectation, Coach TC talked to him, and I have every expectation 57 is going to have a Jack State jersey on next year. So, tough one, man. I'm hurt, but I have nothing but respect for North Carolina Central. What can you say, man? I mean, football is a simple sport, it's a team sport. It requires so many different plays that happen today, the fake punt, the Philly special, the reverse pass. Like, it was a lot happening today, that they went in a bag, you know what I'm saying? And they came prepared, and they were very well coached and very well prepared. And the running back ran hard. The trench war was, advantage North Carolina Central. And this is why the SWAC gets a bad reputation for being the less physical conference, and good thing Jackson State has a coach that's coached in that conference for multiple years and won some MEAC championships. So you can expect our head coach to build our team from the inside out. Yeah, you got to build it from the inside out and add the pieces that you need going forward. We don't know who's all going to be here, who's all going to stay. Everybody was asking about the Kevin Coleman situation. I think that the IG post was a little confusing. I think Kevin Coleman's gone, and it'll be unbelievably shocking and great if he stays, but I don't think he's going to remain in Jackson. Shane looks like he's already headed out. Talked to his mom last night, got a chance to meet her, and we had a long conversation. I'm rooting for him. I'm a fan of Shane, and he played well today. Isaiah Bolden has accepted an invitation to the NFLPA Bowl. So, he'll be playing at that game in Pasadena. I'll be over there covering him and meeting with him, and he and I talked after the game. Aubrey put his post up. We know he's going to be entering the NFL draft. So is Dejon Nugget Warren put a post up that he's going to go ahead and forego his last year eligibility and enter the NFL draft. And so much more to come. Let me say this, man. This is a different era. This is a different day and age for young men. They have many options that we did not have coming up, Said Shane is going to probably head over to Colorado with Coach Prime. So with the transfer portal, with players having COVID years, with the transfer rules changing, it's just players got options. NIL, there's a lot of different things to consider for a young man and I'll say this, if a young man came to Jackson State solely to play for Coach Prime, it's going to be extremely difficult for them to stay with Coach Prime going to Colorado. They're probably going to do everything they can to get to Colorado to go with him. And I'll just say this. We will wish them well. We will thank them. He said Shane is not well. I mean, if he doesn't, he doesn't. I think talked to his mom. I don't know what he's going to do. So you may be right. But Shane could very well enter the NFL draft. It just depends on, he does have a year left. So every chance you get, man, show some love to those JSU Tigers, man, because what you do publicly, every player, every recruit sees that. How we handle this situation is going to be extremely important. I love the activity that I did see on Twitter from Sabin McGee. Said that his commitment to Jackson State is 1,000% locked in, and he appreciate all the coaches for still being interested, but he's coming to Jackson State. And, the young wide receiver, Mike Williams says they ready to get started, man. And for them to see their university on TV today with all this Black excellence on display, and they want to be a part of this, man. And we got a good brand of football, man. We got a good brand, period, thanks to Coach Prime. Like I said, this chapter is closed. not thanks to Coach Prime as far as the brand. He gave us a brand boost. That's undeniable. So we can say thank you. And I admonish everyone. Let's say thank you. Let's give well wishes and let's stay positive and let's move forward. Let's leave the bull junk where it's at. That's that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But do me a favor, everybody. Don't flood my inbox asking me about players. It's gonna all show itself. I know when you know, because a lot of these young men don't know what they're gonna do, and I'm not asking them because it's not fair to me to try to leverage my relationship with them to come. And I talked to a young man today, Julius Reynolds, Juice, and we talked, and he gave me his mindset on what he wanted to do, and I said, listen, man, I'd love for you to stay a JSU Tiger, right? But what I want you to do is, if you're on the fence, go ahead and enter the portal. Go test the waters, man. Go see what your options are. Listen to Coach TC, Coach Otis, and his staff as he's assembling it, and let them tell you what they're going to be doing, how they're going to use you, and then you make your decision from there. We love to have you, but I don't want anybody in the building that don't want to be in the building. We proud of our Jackson State, Tigers, and we're proud to be, we're true blue Tigers, man. We love our stuff, man. We're serious about it. You know what I mean? We bleed blue. And I'm saying that. I only want everyone in the building that wants to be in a uniform. If you got, and 1 foot in, 1 foot out ain't gonna work. You got to be in this thing. You got to want to be a part of this thing, because what we got is great. And if it ain't for you, it's just not for you. There's a lot of kids out there, man, that we have to go out and recruit and make sure that they understand what their opportunities are at Jackson State. And if they want to play for the hashtag play for TC, right? Hashtag guard the yard, right? So yeah, man, but the work starts today. It starts today. A lot to come, we got a lot of work to do, man. Coach made some statements yesterday at the press conference. He said when he leaves, we're all going to see just all that he was doing, at Jackson State. What I say is that what we should be all doing is trying to utilize this momentum to figure out what we could do so that we don't take a dip in any department. Julius did play this year. He played 6 games. So he cannot get a medical red shirt on it. His year is wasted. Not wasted, but his year is utilized for this year. But he has 3 seasons left. He has 3 years of eligibility left. Yes, so he's got a lot of football to play, and we love for him to stay a Jackson State Tiger. What I want to do is as I get updates, I'm going to come to you guys and give them to you, right? We're going to do that. Recruiting starts now, Early signing day is Wednesday. So I expect to see some commitments and some national letters of intent signed and sent and faxed in to Jackson State. Got a pretty good list of young men that want to be Jackson State Tigers. We had a chance to. I don't have an update on Malachi. I don't know if Malachi is going to be in Jackson State next year. I don't. I did ask Coach TC about that. I will not disclose what he said in regards to that, but that the chances are low, but I don't know. So I'll just leave Malachi at that. Definitely rooting for the young man that that he can get on track, stay on track, and just be successful in whatever he decides to do. So True Thompson, not really sure what's going to happen there. Wasn't in uniform, not in Atlanta. So yeah, a lot of question marks. You see K-Tron just committed to Charlotte. We thought he was going to be returning. That happens. You get out there in that portal, you're a free agent, right? you single again, or say you are you mingling, and so yeah. Jethro Mullet, no, not doing that. I don't need to do a show with anyone. If it's not Jackson State, I'm not doing it. So I have a serious admonishment to Jackson State. I had a chance to sit down with A.D. Robinson and T.C. Taylor and Coach O and several other, true blue alums that are aligned in the direction in which we're trying to go. One of the things Jackson State has to do better is that we have to do a better job of safeguarding the fort and protecting the content that is created at home. It needs to stay in-house, and it needs to pay Jackson State. So today is the end of an era. You're going to see a lot of content that was happening walk out of the door. Jackson State doesn't own any of that content. That's something that I am adamantly communicating to the powers that be, that we need to get that straight immediately. Jackson State does have a YouTube page, right? And I feel like Jackson State should be utilizing that YouTube page as well as all of its social media platforms to streamline content. Therefore, that content stays in-house. It owns that content, and it doesn't exit the door when parties leave, right? So what that will require is a system to be in place. How do you build a system? You just take the blueprint of what we've been experiencing over the past 2 seasons. So there's a lot of good that's come from this union with Coach Prime. And it's okay if we don't, sometimes you got to take L's, man, for you to learn. But Jackson State got to start protecting Jackson State. What happens is when you become the ugly, unappreciated poor person that allows, the pretty, handsome, wealthy, you know what I'm saying? Joker in-house, that Joker gets all the shine and gets all the alliances and set everything up. And then when that person leaves, you still poor, broke, and ugly. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we got our stuff in place, right? That's where I'm at with it. Everybody want to make money off Jackson State, but Jackson State ain't got nothing to show for it. And I represent Tiger Talk. I don't think content should hit Tiger Talk before we put it on Jackson State platform. Because again, Jackson State needs to be the one that's benefiting from all of this. I'm so sick and tired of going on YouTube, watching people talk about what they know about Jackson State as if they're insiders. They're not. I sit there and be like, nope, that's wrong. But what we do is we run and take, information outside the house to outsiders and give it to them so they can tell the world about it. Because Jackson State don't have a system. But they will. If I got anything to do with it. So I have officially become public enemy number 1. Because everything I'm trying to do is going to block all that BS that's happening right now. Because Jackson State should own its own stuff and should have that. All those highlights today. It's a little bit on Go JSU Tigers page right now. But you're going to see 11 videos that's going to come out. Ain't none of them going to be on Jackson State platform. So that's all I got to say about that. We're going to put that in place. We're going to make sure that's straight. The conversations about collectives and fundraising. I had a conversation with the strength coach, Mo Sims, and having a conversation with him and getting a real perspective on what it looks like at a Power 5 level when you're talking about strength and conditioning programs. You're talking about Power 5 schools having 10 to 12 strength and conditioning coaches that are designated for certain sports. When at HBCUs, you might have 2. And that one person is doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sports, right? and you're talking about the gap. Those are the real types of conversations we got to have and figure out where we need to be and what we're trying to do. And so, anywho, I won't get on the soapbox stuff right now. I got a lot, man. I got a lot. It's going to take a long time to unpack it. I'm going to take my time with it. You know, love Mo, Coach Mo, man. Great brother, man. Great brother, man. He was even willing to share some figures. And I know that's uncomfortable when you're talking about money. You know, I never like to count people's pockets. You know what I mean? So sometimes we're not aware. We just think things and we say things and we don't know, you know, opinions cost money, man. You know, an opinion that's not followed up by resources is ain't nobody listening to you. You just a complainer and an explainer with no action. So we're in a situation now where this is the official beginning of the new. This is the beginning of a new era. We want to be, you know, we want to talk about this. We want to talk about that. We want to pump this and pump that. Coach TC is in place. Dion heading to Colorado. And some of us don't even know which direction we're going. It's time. Stop complaining, stop explaining, and start being about that action boss. Like Marshawn Lynch say, be about that action boss. It's time, man. It's time. Every time I come to y'all, I'm going to be trying to take the little bit of information that I get to prick your minds to think on a different level. Because, man, listen, it feels good to be JSU. I know we lost today, but I'm proud to be a JSU Tiger, man, today. I am. I'm proud. And we coming, man. We coming too. I know Go Prime put hashtag we coming. I'm coming. We coming. Jack State will be back. We'll be back right here in Atlanta. I'm going to tell you like this right here. When we win that thing, it's going to feel all the more better, you know? Because now you can't say we cheated to do it. Was today a big win for the HBCU culture? One can make that case. If Deion Sanders wins, go 13-0 and rides out in the sunset and leave the HBCU community behind, one could say, well, they did that because of who they had. But for North Carolina Central, like I said when I was talking to some folks, Jethro Mullet, no, they won't. You can follow him. Coach Prime is a draw. But the entire college football world, see, this is what you got to understand, because I don't know, maybe you're new to this space. The bases that exist within the HBCU community will always exist. It's just like that. You know, I watched a lot of Power 5 football games. I went and got something to eat. You see these games on TV. It looked like it just ain't got that sauce to it. When you walk away from what we just experienced in Mercedes-Benz Dome, Jackson State versus North Carolina Central, the crowd was amazing. The bands were amazing. Everybody looked amazing. The football was amazing. The energy was amazing. And to walk away from that and go watch Fresno versus Washington State, it wasn't the same. So you think, if you think that what you had, now I get it, this is a bowl game and this is a game but my challenge, keep this in mind, my challenge is to our fans. We got to do more, man. We have to do more. Hashtag do more. Hashtag do better. Hashtag 45K. Hashtag, he said, come support, see you next. Tate Senpai. I think I'm gonna say it this way, respectfully. I think Colorado has a healthy fan base that's excited about their future. This ain't the time for that, brother. We talking about this family business. You feel what I'm saying? So we not. Hey, I connected with Pretty Tony and listen. I'm going. Listen, y'all. I'm going to a Colorado game. I am going to a Colorado game. free tickets. You think I ain't gonna go? It's college football. I'm still a fan of our coach that's leaving. I'm still a fan of the quarterback that's leaving and allow all the players that may be joining. I'm still going to root for them. You know what I'm saying? I want them to do well. You know why you root for them to do well is because it don't cost you nothing. It's not affecting your life by rooting for a kid. We got to get out of this mindset of, you know what, if you don't play for Jackson State, then F you. I mean, you can say that. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. But sometimes we talk out of both sides of our mouth. We do. Sometimes we do. But I just don't. I'm not that emotionally invested in it like that. I know how to separate and compartmentalize things, and it doesn't bother me. So, it is what it is. But that's all I got on Colorado. So all you trolls and people that ain't in here to really digest what we talking about tonight, I'm not saying I'm done with the Colorado talk. I'm gonna say it again. Thank you, Coach Prime. We need to do a Coach Prime appreciation show. I'm going to do that on the page. If you don't like it, don't tune in. It ain't tonight. I'm gonna make the post and I'm gonna let y'all know we're gonna do a full thank you, Coach Prime appreciation show. And it doesn't matter if you don't like what he said at the press conference. There still are a lot of things that we as Jackson State can be appreciative of. And we can talk about. And sometimes you need to walk away from the bull junk, even if you know you're right. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's just best to just feed positivity and plant positive seeds because you never know who's watching you. I have 416 people on this stream right now, and I have no clue who's watching it. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, so I'm all over the place right now, but what you got on your mind, bro?
What's up, everybody? I'm gonna say this first and foremost, man. It's a lot we can kind of unpack, but I want to say first and foremost, man, congratulations to my team, man, to my school. Had an undefeated SWAC season, came up short in the bowl game, but have absolutely nothing to hang our heads at, considering everything. And just to be honest and be square up with everything, man. Congratulations to North Carolina Central. They deserve to get the W today. They deserve the right. They earned the right to be crowned as Black College National Champions. But man, over here, man, it's all about 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. And I want to big up my school, man. Big up to all them players, man. Y'all boys know we love y'all personally. And I know if he can hear the sound of my voice, man, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna do it today. Man, I wanna really, really say big ups, man, and keep your head up to my man Niles Gaddy. But I want to shout out all them boys, man. I'm gonna shout out too. I'm gonna shout out Baron Hobson, Jeremiah Brown, even though he got ejected. The boy had a good year this year, man. Shout out Shane, Blur Nation, Savion. Shout out the whole team, man. The boys played, they balled out, man, left it all on the field, and we came up short. And it's a teachable moment, man, because you don't always win. At some point, life teaches us, man, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but you live to fight another day. We have nothing to hang our heads over because, again, we were undefeated from beginning to the end. Now, we didn't finish and reach our ultimate end goal, but that's why you get back to work in the off season to get back on the saddle. And one thing I put out last week, and I'm going to stand by it, I kept saying I can't wait for 5 p.m. today. And with that being said, it's Taylor Gang. And that's what we are. We're Taylor Gang now. That's what we're riding with. I'm going to always say this, man. My mama told me this at a very early age. I don't want nobody who don't want me. And one thing I'm a love about what we got going forward is we got one of our own at the top of the helm, somebody that want to be here. They don't have any ulterior motives or alternative goals. Not saying that he can't matriculate in his career as well, but as somebody would say, he like to keep the main thing. And the main thing that we know from him is going to be them boys residing over there at 1400 J.R. Lynch. And so in the words of, quote, my defensive captain, shit don't stop. And so, look, we're going to roll up our sleeves first thing in the morning. We're finna recruit. Sign day coming up. Y'all going to see the announcement of the new staff coming up shortly. If you know football, you're gonna like it. And we finna get Sunday up and running, and we finna get behind, like the song say, man, the train gonna keep on rolling. Except now we on some real Jacksonian tracks. And so starting now, we all finna get behind TC. Now, I want to thank Coach Prime, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you go, Ken. I don't want to be too long-winded, but I do want to say this. I do want to thank Coach Prime. I do. I want to thank him because the things that I feel like we needed personally at Jackson State, he provided, and he changed the culture, not from a football team aspect, but he changed the culture of business practices at Jackson State. He changed the day-to-day operations at Jackson State. He changed the outlook for how we think and how we see ourselves at Jackson State. And we needed that.
Yes, we did.
And so we needed that, and he did that, and I thank him for that. But now we take that because he brushed us off, gave us some new context, so we got 2020 vision, and we see ourselves better. Now we got the right person courting us now. And so now it's time to elevate. Prime was the demarcation point from the old JSU to the new JSU, and now we up and running.
Prime. He's still the paradigm shift.
He's still the paradigm prime.
Yeah,
and so now TC is going to stand on that. And again, there is no regression. Hey. Let me say this again. There is no regression. There is no, we're going back to how we, no. We go forward. See, TC was a part of the old wave, and now he's part of the new one. So now he sees it. So now we about to get these good players. You know what I'm saying? Now we about to elevate. It ain't finna stop. We going to get good talent that want to be at JSU. And look, one more thing too, man. Any of y'all, if y'all on Twitter, man, if y'all don't get y'all butt off Twitter, man, attacking Hayden Hagler,
if anybody attacking that young man, shame on you. Shame on you.
We are better than that, man.
Don't do that.
18-year-old kid, and for the record, let me say this. I know some people gonna say, well, he was cold. The reason why he was cold, that's part of the reason why the play was open.
Right.
Because he hadn't been out there. And if you paid attention to JSU football, we ran that play in the same scenario earlier this season, and he caught a touchdown.
Same facet. First game of the season. Facts.
We ran the same play. Same formation against FAMU, and it worked like a charm. It was a damn good play call, and it was wide open. He dropped it. And part of the reason why it worked because he hadn't been in the game. I understand it. He dropped it. We lost. But again, it happened. North Carolina State dropped some wide open passes too. It happens.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? But not like I said, I've gone long enough. But I do want to say, man, congratulations to my team, man.
I just want to share something with you because I wanted to. The reason why I was trying to interject was because I had a conversation with somebody that gave me even more intel on everything that's going on. And you know what they said? TC was the right hire. Because I want y'all to say something. Hold on. If TC wasn't hired, TC was going to be going to Boulder.
He was out of there.
He was going to Boulder too. And let me tell you something. Coach Prime going to make sure that the NFL continues to take care of TC. That's great for Jackson State. That's great for Jackson State, man. I'm telling you, the relationships are there. There's a lot to unpack there, man. And I just wanted to interject that because
let me say this. Hey, let me say this. Peanut King, we got to be careful when we say like Deion Karma Kermit early. We can't say that because we can't say that. What's karma? Look. My dad is known for saying everything in life is on the wheel, but guess what? We ain't gonna see or know when it comes around. So there's no point in saying that. Coach Prime didn't do anything wrong. He really didn't. He did what he did may have been selfish, and you could say that, and even that's subjective to however you feel about it. But
hey, shout out to my business law professor, Dr. Delano Funches, was on the sideline today. Best friends with my dad.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
We exchanged numbers, and he was like, he told me, bro, he said, we got to make sure that your dad know how to access your live stream. I said, come on now, Dr. Funches. Whoa. I don't know if I want Miss Clark on my live streams right now. He was like, no. He said, but your dad understands business, and he was talking about the business aspect. That's why I was saying we don't know who's always watching it. And
For
we
sure.
exchange numbers because he's in house. He worked at Jackson State and he understands. And one of the things he said, Clem, that man spent his own money. He reinvested his own money to do things over here. He just talked about it from a business standpoint. He was like, you got a lot of people that's complaining. You got a lot of people that's explaining. But a lot of people ain't giving a dime. None other than for what they get back. Here's what I mean. When you pay for season tickets or a ticket, you get a ticket back. You feel what I'm saying? When you pay for something and you get that back, okay, we say the AD club. Okay, you pay for the AD club, you get a lot of stuff back with that. You get what I'm saying? See, a donation and being charitable means you don't get nothing back. That means you put it over there and you walk away from it.
Hey,
right?
let me give you a rap philibism. You know why everybody give a damn opinion?
Because it's free.
Because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
Easiest thing in the world to give is opinion. It don't cost me shit. Don't cost me nothing.
Man, listen.
So guess what? That's why you always get an opinion, but you don't get nothing else. Because that opinion don't cost nothing. Don't even cost me no time. It's a millisecond. So, but we're not even on that. Look, we do what we do. It is what it is. But man, look, we got a lot to look forward to. Hey man, we back in business now. So I'm telling y'all now, starting next week, starting tomorrow Sunday, starting Monday. Start Monday. Recruiting.
Yeah.
Or I tell you what,
updates.
Hey,
giving updates.
Or I tell you what, I got up this morning and I was talking to my cousin, and we were talking about Christmas. So you know, I woke up and I said, Merry Recruitment. Merry Recruitment.
I got an
That's
idea.
Where we are right now.
I got an idea. Jackson State. I'm not saying I talked to nobody about this, but we're gonna do a weekly. We're gonna do the TC Taylor show. I'm just putting that in the atmosphere every week. We're gonna sit down with Coach TC Taylor and not us, but I'm just saying somebody will. I know it might be the weekly presser. We don't know, but I feel like the visibility is definitely there's an appetite for it, and we definitely got to do our part. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, to add your point, for every person on this stream that can hear our voices, you mentioned that momentum is up to us to keep it.
All right. I'm glad you said that. So I had a conversation with multiple media members that covers Jackson State. There's some opportunities for them in other spaces. And I was having real conversations with them. I said, listen, we're going to have to figure out, I think we should start a media collective. Not BSing. Like, when we figure out exactly what it's going to cost and make sure that our media department is top notch, and university pay whatever they're going to pay, whether it be internships, however we want to lay it out. We get other sponsors to do whatever they're going to do, and then whatever's left over, we put that in the collective, and we raise that. We raise that annually, and we'll form. We can form as many collectives as possible, because all collectives is group economics, man. It's pooling your money together to get anything you want.
Yep.
You want great footage, you want great content, that ain't free, right? So, but here's the thing about what we got to do, and what myself, Zoe, Corey, and the whole crew and others that's going to be this is simple. Communication, right? Clear communication and clear expectations of what it is you're trying to do. Simple initiatives and over communicating so you know exactly where your money is going and you see the results. I'm telling you guys, things are going to change. That was what Coach Prime said, and I get it, man. It was an emotional. I get on the internet today, bro, and I see people, people want to dissect the man's emotions. I'm not touching that stuff, man. I don't want to get into that, because you know what? Here's the emotions I'm going to focus on. Despite the loss today, we had recruits that was pumped up about getting to Jackson State. They like, man, we going to be right back, Zoe. Oh, man, I can't wait. Oh, man, I can't wait to get to commit and get started, bro. Let's go. They tagging other recruits.
Big time recruits.
Want to be a part of this thing, man.
High level recruits at that.
High level. And we look good today, by the way. We look damn good. Now, we didn't win. God damn, I'm going to miss Travis Hunter and Shador and the whole crew. This was an epic year, man. And I went all in. I got to 9 games out of 13, bro. And listen, I went all in. But at the same time, man, it's on to a new chapter. And I was sitting on the sideline. I was watching Coach TC, and I could tell it's like he was like, I'm gonna be back here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this thing. Like, this is my thing now. You get what I'm saying? And I just wanted to win. I cried a little bit, man. I got my emotions out because it was heartbreaking, bro. And then after that, my emotions turned immediately. It wasn't about me. It was about the players that I do love, man. I love them young men that I've been able to Hobson, Niles,
Let me interject right there.
Jalen Dunn,
look, because I'm gonna say this. Everybody on the stream is not gonna feel this the way we are. Because let me say this: whether you're an alum or you're from Jackson and you just happen to, grew up loving Jackson State, but man, I'm just gonna share this with y'all, man. When y'all are around these kids, man, and you with them, so you spend the time with them, you get to know them. It's almost like, man, we feel like we're not a part of the team, but it's almost like we're an extension of the team. Yeah. Because we know these players, bro. Like, we know they know us, we know them. We chop it up with them. We chop it with their family. You know what I'm saying? And so your heart goes out to them. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's your team too. But it has a different barometer to it. Because you know what I'm saying? It pulls at your heartstrings. So that's why when the wins now mean more, the losses hurt more. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, everybody about Kevin Coleman. Kevin Coleman's leaving. Everybody clear on that? I got 431 in the room. While y'all edit, everybody hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Trust me, I don't like doing this, though. But y'all are looking at the two most informed and, what can I say, in-tuned recruiters that are not on the staff at Jackson State University.
They've been that way for over a decade.
I'm telling y'all now, there is no one outside of these two faces. If they're not on the staff, they cannot give you any type of information on recruits. Everything outside of what I or Joe bring to you is mere speculation. We know that there are going to be offers out there, but I'm telling you, about to put a full court press, man, because now this is the fun time. This is the time where what we always used to do, we would do it. So you're going to get full updates on exactly what's going on. And I'm talking about prepared update. There go Miak Mike, man. You guys did it again, bro. So shout out to North Carolina Central. But he already hit me up on another stream talking about we're going to lose in Atlanta. I almost cussed you out, but I was being nice. So I'm not thinking about Atlanta right now. So I'm not, please don't, if you troll me, I'm going to cuss you out. Because I ain't on no trolling shit right now. I'm serious, bro. I'm like, leave me alone. Because I already done cussed a few people out on Twitter right now because they decided that was the moment when I'm congratulating North Carolina Central to talk about how we needed to be humble. I was like, you know what? Here's a simple tweet. F you. You know what I mean? And I spelled it all the way out. And then Twitter was like, you sure you want to tweet this? I was like, yes. And I hit send. So, yeah, leave me alone. I'm not on that right now. Congratulations to North Carolina Central. I have nothing. I was actually looking for Josh. I tried my best to find you, Josh. I walked all the way to the North Carolina Central side twice, bro, trying to find Josh Sims, and I could not locate him physically. But I just wanted to congratulate him and just say, hey, man, they got a great team, and he was right about it. And I knew that was a good team, though, that we was playing against. I knew that Davis Richard was everything that we thought he would be. And missing 57 hurt. They typical MEAC team. We thought they were a bit undersized. He mentioned in some of his pregame stuff that they had some guys that were coming back, and they held their own, man. And it was a great freaking game, man. Overall, it was a great game. To get to overtime, like I said, an instant classic. It comes down to a drop ball, and
hold on. Prime did not say he's taking 10 with him. He said he's bringing 10 with him, but that doesn't indicate he's taking 10 players from JSU.
That was earlier, though. It might actually be more than 10. So I don't really.
No. But what I'm saying is every player that's coming with him is not coming from JSU. Understand that.
but it might be more players than it might be more than 10 from JSU. Listen, man, that's okay. I'm gonna say it again. Players commit to schools for different reasons. That was a really big reason for a lot of kids to commit to Jackson State. The number one reason was Deion Sanders. If Deion Sanders exits the building and that kid committed be solely because of Deion Sanders, then you can fully expect that kid to probably leave. And that's okay.
It is.
Because what that does is it creates a scholarship opportunity for another kid that wants to put that
that wants to be here.
Y'all see this right here? That shit means something, man. You see this right here? Y'all know what this means? It's not just a club. That's the address to Jackson State. This is 1400 J.R. Lynch Street. It means something, man. And the man that's heading the program is from this place. He played at this place. He bleed this place. And being able to sit down, because, you know this, dude, to sit down at a table with T.C. Taylor, A.D. Robinson, and others. I throw one other name out there, Cam Newton. To sit down at a table like that, bro, and talk about the direction of Jackson State University. Somebody saw TC take a picture with Cam and was like, oh, this room has got to swirling. No. We were talking about other stuff, but it wasn't that, and I'll leave that alone. Cam Newton's not ready to do any coaching per himself. He said it himself, but it was great to meet the brother, man. Amazing young man. And I say young man because he's only 33 years old, and I'm sitting at the table like, damn, I'm old. I'm serious. I was like,
I'm gonna be quiet on that note.
Yeah, man. I'm like, God dang, bro. I'm really old now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it just happened yesterday. So I was just like, but it was a great time, man. But we gave Coach TC our word that we're gonna do everything we can to help him be successful. And I'm charging all the Tiger Nation. It's your responsibility to make sure that he is successful. And how do you do that? Well, we put some things in place, and when we come to you, we're going to be very specific. We got to make sure we get what we need, and we're going to ask the right questions.
But look, man, going forward, the whole idea of just, hey, I bought a season ticket, and that's me supporting the program, I ain't going to cut it, man.
Cam is 6'6", seriously 6'6". I ain't going to cut you off.
I ain't going to cut it. Them days over with, man.
Hey, so I was like this right here. That joker big, man. He big.
I can tell.
Say, Kenzo, what is your most memorable moments this season? My most memorable moment this season was seeing Travis Hunter. And I know this is in the off season, commit to Jackson State, but in season, the most memorable moment for me was at Alcorn when Travis caught that touchdown in the end zone. But listen, I'm gonna update it though. I know y'all watched it, but everybody that was in that stadium today that saw Travis catch that last touchdown, I can't explain what it felt like. The emotions, the way the crowd erupted. And I just wish we didn't go for two. You know what I'm saying? I wish we would have just went for one.
Somebody.
You did. You said it all season that's going to come back to bite us. Going for two when we didn't have to. I feel like, but from a football standpoint, I understood why he was trying to think about it. Like, you know what? If we go for two, we make it a 3-point game. So if we hold them, we can hold them for a field goal. It's tie ball game. But it's 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You just go ahead and take the two. Your defense in the entire second half really haven't stopped the team yet. You know what I'm saying? So if they go down and score when they score with 4 minutes to go, best case scenario, they kick a field goal or they go for two. You still
got to score anyway.
Still only up by 6.
But what I'll give that logic is you get the 2 points and they kick a field goal, you tie, you hadn't stopped them, you still got to score anyway. But whatever. But yeah, man, Tiger Nation, I love family. We got to come with it, baby. Hey, man, we move to a new plateau. It's a new day in Jackson. New day meaning that it's a new way of what we do and how we give. Because you know the old saying, when you know better, you do better. Well, we know now. So now it's time to put that quote to the test. Because we know now. So now we finna see what kind of doing we about to do. Because we know better, so we're gonna do better. So, like I said, just buying a seat ticket ain't gonna cut it. Ken, look, between the two of us, Ken you got 4, right? Because I did 3. And it's just me, myself, and I. I got 3. Ken got 4, I believe. That's 7 season tickets right there. And you see, and Lord knows we don't stop there.
Hey,
so what I'm saying is, we want to get to new heights, man. I'll say this, and I'll shut up because I say this all the time. And Ken, you've heard me say this. Got another Rap Phillip-ism. Anybody can fix their mouth to say anything. Me, you, everybody that's breathing, they got breath in their lungs, can fix their mouth to say anything. But your actions are going to confirm or deny what your mouth is saying.
Right.
So if you say that you're going to do something, them actions are going to prove it. So we tired of talking, time to do.
Hey, man, it's going to take me a while to get over this, man.
I mean, I'm not even hurt, bro. I promise you.
Well, it's certain things that I just wanted that, bro. I wanted it, but I chalk it up with a win for HBCUs today. I feel like today kind of set the balance. It set things back in balance on the exit of Coach Prime. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here: 2023 is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be a good year in the conference.
The level of recruiting that's transpiring, and all of the and listen, we don't know what Hampton or North Carolina A&T or any of these other schools that left the MEAC is gonna do. But my goodness, man, how dope would it be if those universities return back to the MEAC and we really get this thing popping? Because I'm telling you, I can't think of a time, Zoe, that I've seen it where I feel like HBCU football is about as healthy as it has been in quite some time, bro. It was really good to see North Carolina Central put a good product on the field today. I'm a fan of the running back. He ran hard as hell, bro. And I love running backs that run hard, the physicality that came on their end, that just wasn't, we didn't match it in certain instances, bro. And it showed. But I'm not going to take away anything. I mean, I felt like 2 was in his bag. I felt like there was some opportunities we left out there from a football standpoint. But I think, I'm going to say this. There are some coaches in HBCU football that should be afforded the same opportunity that Coach Prime was given to go to Colorado. I'm going to say it again. You cannot have somebody like a Coach Prime get elevated, right? And then you have multiple coaches from other conferences that out-coaches him, that do more with less. Because I think some HBCU coaches are actually better than these Power 5 coaches, because the things that they have to deal with is far worse than what these Power 5 schools have to do. Hold on. I'm saying it because the more you know, so we could say it and be ignorant of it, but when you learn more stuff, like I'm telling you, I talked to Mo Sims today. Mo Sims said when he was they had 10 strength and conditioning coaches. 10 to 2. He thinking he coming to just do football. He doing football, bowling, soccer. He doing women's basketball. You talking about juggling with multiple hats? Listen to me, bro. Coach Trey Oliver, the game plan he put together today, could get an opportunity at the Power 5 level and actually do extremely well. But you know what we do? We say, man, Coach Trey Oliver is a good black coach in the HBCU, and they never get that opportunity. But the reality of the matter is, we know why they wanted Coach Prime. Coach Prime is a change starter. He's a lightning rod, man.
Lightning rod.
Recruit his behind off because he Prime. That's what they want him for. Because one can make the case that there's been multiple games that many say we've just been we've been out talenting everybody anyway. That's what people are saying. But when you see a Buddy Pugh who's been there for eons and got more NFL players active from an HBCU than any coach, he's going to be the reason South Carolina's going to have multiple Hall of Famers. Darius Leonard being one. Hargrave being arguably can be another one. But I'm just saying, there's a story that needs to be told, and that story is the guys that do great with less are actually better than the guys that do okay with a fuck ton of resources. Those are just the facts, because at the end of the day, somebody asked me the question. They said, why did they run the same play today? I said, football is simple. Motherfucker, if you can't stop me, I'm gonna run this shit down your throat. I ain't gonna change. Why would I change? See, stupid coaches do stupid things. Stupid coaches say, you know what? I want to try this play, despite the fact that this is working. I'm gonna switch it up and do something else. Right? I just think that needs to be said about coaches that have less, that do great, develop young men, right? And they got far less resources than their counterparts. And you see these guys get paid $5 million, bro, to suck ass. I'm sorry, my friends, for everybody for cursing, but they horrible coaches. But they got, listen, bro, they got 12 GAs and analysts, right? They got 26 coaches on staff. In a HBCU, you got what, 12? And one strength and conditioning coach. And they out here battling. But at the end of the day, I have to be better. I have to be better, Zoe, from the jump, because I'm already defeated. When I walk in the building, I'm done, because this motherfucker got way more shit than me. If you don't believe me, y'all, if y'all don't believe me, y'all think I'm just talking out the crack of my behind. Colorado was 1-5, dog. And well-off media paraded their facilities like it was the greatest shit on earth. They 1-5, dog. And they
1-11. They won a team.
1-11. They 1-11. They sucked ass for 20 years, dog. And they got the best. They got better facilities than every HBCU put together. You take the best that every HBCU got to offer. Colorado runs circles around it, and they 1-11, dog. And they can walk in and be like, "Yeah, let me come take your coach. Here go $5, $6, $7 million. Let me get that from you."
Well, let me shift gears. You're talking about coaching. Let me shift gears just a little. I'm gonna divert a little bit. Another issue that I have, I'm gonna really get into it next week. But I call everybody the SWAC the coalition for a reason. So tell me why the Celebration Bowl going on. You know who's on North Carolina Central sideline? Rob Broadway, Buddy Pugh, and it's another coach.
The OGs of the MEAC.
They on the sideline. They in the locker room.
The brotherhood.
They celebrating after the game.
The brotherhood.
Tell me where the SWAC coaches at. The coalition. Where they coaches at?
At home.
Especially.
And then people get mad when Trey Oliver get on the platform and say the MEAC can run a little better than the SWAC.
Hold on. Especially the main one you should see over all of them. I'm about to fall. Over all of them is Eddie Robinson, because he's the one calling the whole phrase. I'm SWAC, he ain't SWAC. So if you SWAC, you should be at the front of the line repping for the SWAC in the Celebration Bowl. But where our coaches at? Why them coaches in the locker room giving Jackson, helping assist Jackson State and being behind Jackson State? We don't have it. You see what I'm saying? The coalition.
Hey,
see, I got a problem with it. But I'm not going to elaborate into it. It's just a different thing than what you're talking about.
All you saying, though, is that we got opportunities to be better. That's all you're saying? That's all you're saying. And this is all I'm saying. Okay, y'all come take Coach Prime from Jackson State, from poor-ass little Jackson State, cool. Come get Trey Oliver too. Give him an opportunity. So Trey Oliver, well, North Carolina, okay. When East Carolina needs a coach, you should be calling North Carolina Central first. Don't go call some little white coordinator from Duke who averaging 29 points a game and ain't. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I just hope the change permeates because I'm just saying we got some OGs in the coaching ranks at HBCUs, bro, and they should be afforded the same opportunities because today I can't name one thing that the brother did wrong. I know football. You know football. I'm sitting there watching. Bro, I was so caught off guard with the goddamn fake punt. I was like, this motherfucker is.
I wouldn't. Because my thing is, look, they actually showed it from the onset of the. They showed it from the onset of the game. They were aggressive. You should expect my thing is in this game.
I'm sorry, Avis. By the way, I'm gonna get Avis a apology in advance, but we're gonna get to that. Go ahead.
Look, my mindset, bro, on everything that I love. My mindset is you should expect every damn punt in this game to be a fake. It's the championship game. Ain't no more games after today. Bro,
they ran a Philly special. They ran a reverse pass.
Yep.
They played a simple running back strike.
They played to win the game.
It's good coaching. Good coaching.
They played to win the game. You know what else good coaching does? Good coaching does. Oh, we ran zone twice and we stopped them finally. You know what? We're gonna do what we do. So if we're working, and we just that's what we did. That's what we did all year. Forget what works.
All right,
that's good coaching.
Let me throw this out there real quick. I'm getting up. So I'm gonna mute you. I'll unmute you when I stop talking because I'm getting an echo. So when you go into some of these underfunded, it's the same thing you see in these underfunded communities from a public school, high school standpoint, where you get these educators who, bro, they don't have supplies, they don't have books, they don't have it's a lot of things that these educators have. But you know what they do have? They have a passion to do what they do. They have a passion to help those kids in that community, and they go above and beyond the call of duty to actually make things happen and make a way out of no way, bro. How many times have we seen elementary school teachers in lower socioeconomic areas, man, where predominantly Black, underfunded, terrible school systems? Here's why I'm saying that. That's what I feel like some of the HBCU coaches do, bro. These are great coaches, man, that actually do a damn good job, but they don't understand. The reality of the matter is how luxurious it is for a coach to have the mentality that I don't have to go down into the HBCU ranks or this level because I don't want to have to deal with some of the things they have to deal with. But what I'm trying to say is those that excel and do extremely well, and they do more with less, sitting in on that athletic directors conference yesterday, man, and listening to some of their stories and how they got to where they are and the things that they have to make sure they keep in mind. And when you're dealing with things from an HBCU standpoint, man, it's amazing what we got to deal with, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing. You have the most, I'm telling you, man, if you don't see it this way, I get it. People like to piss on HBCU football, but I'm just telling you right now, bro, there's some great coaches in these these ranks. But what you see transpire is you see the best of the best. Somebody like a Jerry Mack. Jerry Mack still ain't a head coach, though, on the FBS level. He's still a position coach. He left to be a coordinator and a position coach. Now he's a running backs coach at Tennessee, making good money. And I'm getting it. You got to go get the bag. But you're going to tell me that Jerry Mack ain't capable of being a head coach at a Power 5 level? I beg to differ.
Hell yes, he is. Hell yeah, yeah. A lot of the coaches are, but like I say, man, all I see is again.
But we can't pay them. But we can't pay them. What are you talking about? We already like this is a perfect example of people that listen to respond. We're already paying them.
We're already paying
on our level. So what the hell are you talking about? Like that has
hold on.
What are we talking about?
Watch this. So the person, hold on, let me go. So Bentley, I want you to answer me in the comments. I want you to answer me on the FCS level, the level that we play on. Which coaches make more money? The North Dakotas, the Montanas, the Delawares, or the coaches in the SWAC? Tell me which head coach make more money. I want you to answer me in the comments. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You said we don't pay them.
My hater blockers on.
Hold on, you said we don't pay them, but you don't even know what Coach Prime made this year. I know you're gonna say he made $300,000 because that's what the contract is, but no, he made more than that. Coach Prime made more than the incentives that he got, but you don't know that either. Because just say that you don't know, you just hearing whatever you heard off of social media or on TV. Because the only thing that you could find, because any state-supported school, all you gotta do is a public request, and you can get information from any public institution, right? So you can find out what Jackson State is paying Deion Sanders, but you don't know all he's getting paid. You want to know why? Because you don't know what the supplement is. You don't have a clue. So that whole net about HBCUs don't pay a coach, I'm telling you right now, that's a lie. It's a lie. We pay our coaches.
Listen,
what we don't do, what we don't do, I got time. I'm gonna answer your questions for you so you can understand. And you can Google this too. What you don't know is we don't have the money spread around to pay a whole full staff like the other schools do. So HBCUs, we don't have a staff of 18 coaches. We don't have a staff for 6 strict coaches. We don't do that. But what we do have, we pay them. And pay them good.
Well, I mean,
so that's a lie.
You pay according to your level. I mean,
so just say that you don't know, bro. Just say you don't know.
I apologize for looking at that comment and going left, but for me, and this is just me coming to go ahead. I'm gonna mute you again, bro. I don't know why you started. Well, you good now. No echoing right now. There's a lot to unpack. We're gonna do this for a while. I'm gonna still come to you on Monday. So what we want to do on Monday is, because this is officially the TC, so we want to do a Coach Prime appreciation show where I'm gonna do a live stream. I feel like we owe that, and all we're gonna talk about is what we appreciate over the 2 years that Coach Prime was here. Listen, y'all, if you like the hell with Coach Prime, whatever, hey man, whatever. Zoe, we're going to Colorado, bro. In Jackson State merch. We're gonna go to Boulder. I talked to Pretty Tony today. He said he got us. We good. He gives tickets. We're coming that thing. I'm gonna have Jay. I said, listen, I'm coming JSU full brigade. Now I will. You would never see me with a cop. I'd never say a go buffs or nothing like that. It's about relationships. And I want to see everybody do well. I don't care. It's not just about. You gotta look in the mirror if you only want people to do well if they're doing the things that serve you and what you want. When people start doing things that's not in the plans, let me say it this way: when people start doing things that's not in the vicinity of what you desire for them or from them, then it's all about you, and you're selfish. You can celebrate people if they're doing things that you don't really necessarily care about. I just want people to do well.
Let me address this. No, I don't have an issue with Coach Prime, so I'm not gonna say I don't care about it. What I don't care for, and I'm gonna say it, I respect Coach Prime. I appreciate everything he did for my school and my city. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I would tell him, and I'll tell all y'all. And let me just say this so everybody know, because the ones who know me and the ones who don't, man, look, I'm a cool, laid-back cat, and I rep my school and my city to the death. I'm a Jacktown Jew. I'm not gonna say Jews on here, but I'm a Jacksonian through and through. You know what I'm saying? For all my days up, my J's are gonna be up. But I'm gonna say this: I respect Coach Prime, appreciate everything he did. But one thing I ain't gonna tolerate from nobody. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, God rest the dead, whoever. Man, you're not gonna disrespect my school and disrespect my city, and I'm gonna be okay with it. So two things could be true. I can respect you and appreciate you, but I ain't gonna tolerate no disrespect from my school or my city, from nobody. Ken and anybody in here who from here, you can say what you want to say because you're from there. And I can't say nothing. It's like family. I can talk about it, you can talk about it. But one thing about it, we ain't gonna sit here and take no disrespect. There was some disrespectful stuff coming on last week. I'm not gonna get into it. I know a lot more than what y'all do. That's why I say that. But no, I don't dislike Deion Sanders. I don't have a hate in my body for Deion Sanders. I respect Deion Sanders. I appreciate Deion Sanders. And I can reciprocate that back to him as well. But I personally, I don't deal with no disrespect, bro.
Let me say this. Let me throw this in there. Deion Sanders has his version of the truth, just like we all do. He has a side of it just like we all do. He's privy to facts that we're not privy to. And I'm telling you right now, sometimes the emotions that you see and the things that are said may actually be warranted, because we got some our hands are dirty in this. We're culpable. We're culpable for how this thing ended as well. Jackson State, yes, we are. And until we acknowledge that and get better and move forward, you know, it's not going to be that. You know what I mean? So I think in the end, you got two people. I think both sides love each other. I think Deion Sanders truly loves Jackson State and Jackson. It's no way you can be in Jackson for 2 years, man, and not fall in love with the people of Jackson. Jackson is a cool-ass city. I don't care what nobody say. I know people like to step on us, step on the state, step on the city, because they don't – people don't know. They don't know. But everybody that has come, Bridge Sniper, hello there from Ireland. Thank you for tuning in. But for everybody that has spent any time in Jackson or around Jackson, Jacksonians, they get infected, man. We got an infectious spirit. But we can't take the position that one side did everything right or the other side did everything right. Sometimes it's best to just say, you know what? Let me just extract the good and move and discard the bull junk and just move on, because it ain't gonna change nothing. So at this point, it doesn't do us any good to, like I said, like I asked somebody yesterday when based off what everything was saying, I like to hear Jackson State giving its defense. I said, what are we defending ourselves from? What is it that we're defending? He said what he said, and y'all know why he said what he said. He wasn't addressing, he was just addressing really Twitter or social media and people that was talking. He heard the noise, he heard the chatter, and he needed to address that. Jackson State has said one thing. They debunked the situation regarding the money. That's all Jackson State has said. The university, nobody, me nor Zoe speak for university. Nobody speaks for Jackson State except the university itself. So at the end of the day, the university did right by me because I said leave them alone. Don't say nothing. Because you ain't gonna beat no media storm. You can't do nothing with it. You can't do nothing with it. But in the end, today being around them, so everybody that people want to say, oh, screw this person, I was like, man, you know what? Man, it was good just talking to Pretty Tony and Ray. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to talk to Constance, talk to Santa Marini. You know what I'm saying? I know this was the last time I'm probably gonna see them folks, man. Maybe if I bump into them in Colorado or in LA or something, you know, UCLA play Colorado, and depending on who Jackson they play, I just might stay home that weekend and go to the game. You know, if you got plans to come to LA, holler at your boy. We'll go. I'll get 17 tickets if all 17 of y'all come. We'll show up in all JSU merch. But here's my point. It comes a point in time where we have to acknowledge that, bro, we ain't in the room. We don't know everything that happened. And based off what I was told today, we don't know everything that has happened, bro. So the best thing is to say, you know what? for me and mine, in my mental, in my psyche, I don't like to carry negativity. You know this, though. We talk about this all the time. I just don't want to carry the bull. The bull junk is heavy. It's heavy. I'm thinking about somebody like Twitch. Rest in peace, bro. A 40-year-old black man with a family, a wife and kids, killed himself. We don't know what that man was carrying, bro. Negativity is heavy. It's heavy as shit. Let it go. I don't want to carry negativity in regards to Deion Sanders, Jackson State, none of this shit. I just want to hold on to the good shit, and I want to put my energy towards supporting our new coach, which is our brother. And shame on us. Shame on you, Jackson State, if you revert back to the old way. But some of us like to say, you know what? Man, the hell with them. I'm done forever. Man, I don't want that I can't be around people like that. Because tomorrow might be your day where you screw up and you need grace. That's why I say give grace and mercy. I'm saved by grace and mercy, man. And I can't. Bro, I don't know how to not extend grace. I'm saved by grace and mercy. That means I'm not worthy of it. So people fuck up, bro. They do. So I can't walk around and act like my shit don't stink. And when somebody screw up, act like I gotta slam a damn gavel and like I'm done with it. I don't know everything. That's all I'm saying, bro. Extend grace and mercy. Show love. Love on these kids, man. Support your coach. What have you done lately for Jackson State? Many of us have an attitude like Jackson State is supposed to serve us. That motherfucker gonna crumble if we don't do our part. That's why when you graduate, they ask you to donate because they need you. I gave you 4 years. Can you come back and throw something in the pot? We struggling over here. I ain't mean to get on my soapbox, bro. But I'm just saying, bro, I don't throw nobody away. Because damn it, man, boy, I done some things, man. I could have been thrown away a long time ago. It's hard to not be thrown away, bro. And to just all of a sudden have this hard fist when I don't know everything and start judging people in situations like I'm the judge here and I'm the end all be all. I ain't greater than God, man. I ain't. So that's my take on that. I got love for that man, bro. I don't know what all happened. And I got love for President Hudson. I don't know what all he did. I don't know what all he said or what he didn't do right. Got love for Ashley. I got love for Jackson State. I don't know. I'm like this for a reason. Maybe this is how I am, bro. Disrespectful or not, I ain't with you. I'm just saying, bro. I cannot. I forgive fast, bro. I forgive fast and I move on. Now, you violate me, and you got a repetitious behavior. You got a pattern of behavior where every time I'm around you, I feel bad, or you hurt me. I gotta get away from around you. But I ain't gonna carry it because it's too goddamn heavy. It's too heavy, bro. That's all I got on it. I just seen people struggle, man. I'm just saying. I seen people struggle in life, bro. Where they carrying demons, bro. For real. And I'm just saying, like, I saw a lot of young men that was where I was, bro. And seeing these dudes be emotional and having the ability to make an impact on these young men's lives, bro, where they let you into their space and they rock with you. And all I wanted to do today, as bad as I was, now I ain't gonna lie to you. Because, hey, I got alone by myself and I let my emotions out, but nobody saw it. I cried I cried about the loss, y'all. But while I was on that field, all I wanted to do was be there for them young men because I know their life was about to change. Their coach just left them. Some of them don't know what the heck they about to do. Some of them ain't never gonna play football again. It's over with. So you know, when you put them pads up, when you put that ball up, it's over with forever. Some of them it's only a small percentage gonna get a chance to go on to play this game that they love. But some of them, they playing days are over with, man. And I just want to say to everybody, man, y'all show love. That's why I felt it was important to go straight to Hayden Hagler and say, let me say it, man. I'm going there. This is a white man. This is a young man that's a white Caucasian brother that's on this team. His number got called, Zoe, and he dropped the ball, bro, in the the Black College National Championship game in overtime on national TV. He dropped the ball. Oh, my gosh, and we lost. And all I'm going to say is shame on you if you go pick that young man up. I don't give a damn what you think and what you feel.
Says a lot about you in life if you're going to tear that kid down because, hey, man, that's why I went straight to his page.
On that right there because I got a whole lot to say about that. I love Mo. I'm just telling you like this right here. I'm going to just throw this out there. Winning helps. But go ahead. Winning helps.
Well, guess what? The thing with Mo, I agree with him 1,000%. Yeah, winning helps, but that we're gonna say that for another day because I agree with Mo. But you already know how I feel about that anyway.
On Wednesday, let me say this though. On Wednesday, it was storming like a mother. It was storming, and that ain't no excuse because Mississippi. But people gotta understand, there's a lot of Mississippi State alums that live in Jackson, Pearl, Brandon, and the surrounding areas, and.
I'm gonna say this. As soon as that game was over, I went straight to his page to pick him up. Because again, number one, I can't believe I'm finna utter the words coming out of my mouth. Oh my God. Being an elder, that's what you do. Lord, I feel sick saying it. But being an elder, that's what you do. You go pick up that
efforts that need to transpire in the city of Jackson to get the city back excited about basketball. You're gonna spend a lot of time. Jackson has, how our fan base is. Our fan base has always been pro football, even though it's a basketball city. We live in a city where high school basketball is more exciting than college basketball. Those are just the facts. If you don't want to deal with it, then you're just not being real with yourself. It's going to take some grassroots efforts because it ain't just about Mo. It's also about Tamika Reed, who is a championship winning coach. We got to get to the back. Football season over with. So
his name is Hayden Hagler. That's his name. My bad, Ken. Yeah, what his name is.
We will get to that because we're gonna unpack that too. And I told y'all, we're gonna support the hell out of Mo Williams in the men's basketball program. We are, and we also gonna support Coach Tamika Reed. And I want to have a conversation with every coach, figure out what we can do for them. What do y'all need? And I know Mo will say, I need y'all to show up. But again, this ain't about that. This ain't for that. I will get on that on Monday.
But yeah, man, you go and you pick that young man up, and then when I went there, the first thing I saw was hate and like people attacking this kid. I'm like, bro, what man? Where have we gone? And I'm talking about it's some Jacksonians doing. I'm like, bro, what the F? I'm like, dog, y'all, come on, bro. Who raised y'all? Are you serious? Are you serious? We attack our own? The hell? It's just like, but watch this. But had he made that drop and we won the game, wouldn't nobody been attacking him though? Made that make sense? And guess what? There's plenty of mistakes been made in that game. Plenty of them before that one.
Oh yeah, that was just
plenty of mistakes, and that you can go and attack players. But the thing that y'all fail to realize, it's a team game. Yep. Are y'all attacking whoever the tackles are whenever Shador gets sacked? Are you attacking Shador when they hold the ball too long? Are you attacking the receivers that make the drops? Are you attacking Travis because he made that fumble? Hell no, because he made that beautiful catch that sent to overtime. You can't pick and choose when you're gonna do this foolishness, man. Yeah, it was hurtful, but you don't go attack no kid. Like, man, it was yours. What would you say if that was your kid? Again, it's a teachable lesson. You win some, you lose some. We could have went 13-0 this year. We could go 13-0 next year. Y'all do know at some point we're gonna lose, right? You're not gonna always win. You're gonna have some winning season. You're gonna have some losing season. It's a barometer or equates to life. You're not gonna always win in life. You're gonna lose some. But I tell you this, when you're losing, at some point you're gonna win. My grandma used to always say, people don't even realize this, but when a storm comes in your life, you do realize that the sun is the only consistent in this world. The sun shines every single day. It never stops. But a storm comes and you can't see it. But
That's
that
all.
storm is gonna pass.
Though that's recruiting too, because this is what. Well, you think it's bad for us though. You go to some of these Power Five media rooms. Hey man, they brutal.
Hey, I gotta bounce. This my daughter. I gotta bounce. I'll come right back on.
You good, bro? You good? I'll drop the link. Hey, y'all, I got 20 minutes. 20 minutes tops. Let you come on. Please be quick. If you don't, I'm gonna bump you. All right, we got the last 20 minutes. I'm not going past 2 hours. I'm done after this. All right, I'm gonna let y'all come on. I ain't gonna do no whole lot of talking no more. I'm gonna let y'all come on and express yourself. Last 20 minutes is expression to the chat. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, please. You know, make sure you subscribe to Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Hey, when you come on the stream, please don't be long-winded, okay? Man, a lot of people come on. Campbell, you up first.
Right. Hey, man, I just want to say it was a good game. Hats off to both teams. I was rooting for DSU, but they was out-coached, outplayed, out-disciplined, and they had to use schemes to beat them, but that's all in football. But to see the growth at JSU, to see the growth, and to get to the Celebration Bowl 2 years in a row as a young coach and Coach Sanders, I can't be mad because them guys got 20 years experience of getting there. So for him to get JSU 2 years in a row, it only could be an uphill climb and keep climbing from there.
Absolutely.
We got room for growth. So I heard some remarks that the coach said from North Carolina Central. He's entitled to his remarks.
What was his remarks?
Well, it was about he felt that they was disrespected. You know.
Coaches always play into that. I don't even know. I don't think nobody. I don't think there was any disrespect. Now South Carolina got disrespected last year, but everything I listened to was that. Yeah, people were giving North Carolina Central. I mean, there was a few people out there, but whatever. I mean, they always everybody like to play the underdog role. They were the underdog, and for various reasons, but whatever.
Right. And he was saying before the celebration game started. So that's him and Buddy Pugh. Like when Buddy Pugh, I told everybody last year, when Buddy Pugh cried, Buddy Pugh, you're not playing against Deion Sanders. You're playing against Jackson State. See, they making it about Coach Sanders, not about Coach Sanders, about the kids playing against each other. And even the bad as JSU played today, they had a chance to win. And they played terrible today.
Amber, that's a good point. So there wasn't no disrespect. There was a lot of inner turmoil. Hell, the disrespect was going from Jackson State to Coach Prime and Prime to Jackson State. We was over here beefing. We ain't had no time to talk about North Carolina Central. Matter of fact, everybody was like, when are we going to talk about North Carolina Central? You see what I'm saying? Everything was being about Colorado. But again, as a coach, that coach is going to say whatever he needs to say to get his team ready. And to feel like, look, man, we were the underdog, we this, we were that. But the reality of the matter is the MEAC been kicking the swag ass in the Celebration Bowl for the last 7 trips. So it ain't nothing new. I mean, I guess at this point, the swag is the underdog. It doesn't matter what the record is. Until the swag start winning Celebration Bowl, the MEAC is the big dog. So I don't want to hear that anymore. But anything else you got, bro? Because I'm gonna grab. I got 5 more that want to jump on. I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Assistant coaches today. Because that player, the quarterback for North Carolina Central, if he beat us, it's going to be in the air. It's going to be in the air.
Yeah, he's a special kid, man. Really like him a lot. He proved that he was the better. He was I ain't gonna say he was the better. He balled out. He did what they asked him to do, and they won the game. So, Michael, appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna move on to the next one, and go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, bro. Next up, Sir Retro. 2 minutes, man. What's happening?
I got you, bro. It's Margo from the Jack Sir Retro in the chat, man. Kim, man, look, with all the shortfalls that were going on in that game, man. At the end of the day, man, it was a definitely good game to watch for the fans, man.
Yeah.
Um, I absolutely feel bad for that tight end, bro. You know, And I hope people, I think you probably said it, but I hope people ain't trashing this man, cause it happens, bro, and it hurts. It hurts coming from a former athlete, man.
Yeah.
You know, I graduated from Callaway High School 2009. And I know that feeling, man. It hurt, bro. That's something that could possibly live with you, man, for years, man.
It'll take him a long time to get over that one, bro. That's why,
Yeah.
like, any athlete knows. Every the athletes know because man, you work so freaking hard in the off season, all those tour days, all the strength and conditioning, all the damn practices, all the long season, and you get your moment and you drop the ball, bro. That's
Hmm.
enough to make you say, I need to go hug this young man, bro. Because in the
Hmm.
end, we're adults. You 30, 40-year-old jokers, 50-year-old jokers that's jumping on a 20-year-old's page telling him, man, shame on you. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Go lift him up. Because listen, y'all, these recruits see that. You talking about I love, but many of us only think about the I. I'm gonna let y'all think, marinate on that. We only think about the I. We don't think about the love part. Show love,
Hmm.
man.
And then Ken, as the camera, as Central was celebrating, man, the camera zoomed in on one of the players holding, bro, as he was walking to the locker room. Man, you could see the downness in him. I said, "Dang, man, I
Bro, I
know
was on
they
the
gotta feel
sideline.
bad,
You know
bro."
how many players I was hugging and holding that was crying, man? It was, man, I got choked up on the field, bro. It was hard, man.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
especially the long hug and conversation I had with Gaddy. I just that right there, man. Just I got so choked up with that one, bro. It was just that was hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had
man.
to just walk away because I ain't want the young man to see me crying, bro. Because I was just like, damn, bro. I know he wanted to be out there with his teammates. I understand the decision that was made, but dog, hey man, you live and you learn. I said, hey, you're gonna be better from this. You will never forget this moment. Never I told you, you would
Mhm.
never, ever, ever for the rest of your life forget this moment. And this moment was ordained by God. I don't know why, but
Mhm.
you know why. And you
Mhm.
know what? You're gonna be a better man from this, bro. You was built for
Man,
this.
well, you know, I'm Di love through and through, man. You know, and we gonna come back next year even stronger. And the fact, let peep this out, Kim.
Know where you going?
Last last year, last year we were just 10 points. This year we were 34 points. Bro, me at we on y'all ass, man. You barely escaped with this one right here, man. You feel me? Hey, listen, Panky, relax. On my one right now. Man, it still jazz you by 90, man. You hear me?
Boy, I needed to hear from you. I needed that laugh, dog. Hey, listen,
Man,
love to you, bro. I'm gonna come on Monday, but I got about 10 minutes left. I got 4 more. I gotta get on this thing, bro. Let me
I
hop on
got you,
back
Ken.
on Monday, bro. Much love to you. Be safe. I gotta get out this thing early, man. And like I said, I'll get on Monday after work, bro. So appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. Next up, hold on, just a second. Lexus, fan favorite. What's going on, Lexus? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going? How's it going? 2 minutes,
I
Lexus. What you
I
got for
just,
me now?
I ain't got nothing but the check. I'm just checking on you. I have two things to say that I just agree with you. Well, I agree with you about everything you were saying tonight. I said he is preaching today and even Sunday, and I'm getting a good sermon. So I appreciate that. But then I just want to say that the only thing I was at the game and I
Yeah.
was hollering. I was hoping Dion could hear me when I was saying, "Do not go for two when they score that touchdown." I wanted to put one of them fingers
Oh,
down. I want to shoot one of them fingers down and let them just go for one because it was too much
oh
time left in the
man.
game. And then I ain't gonna lie to you, my initial reaction to the guy that dropped the ball, God bless his heart, was to run down on the field and kick him in the ankle. But after that, I got over myself. I got over myself, and I said, I really feel bad. I really did feel bad. I kind of teared up a little bit because I was like, I know I saw him. I kept watching him. and I know he was just hurt, just down. And I was like, you don't ever kick people when they're down. So, but other than that, I just want to check on you. Are you all right?
I'm good. I'm good. I cried. I cried. I got my tears out, and I immediately got back into serving mode. God's been good to me, man. So I'm just here for these young men. I'm excited about the next chapter for Jackson State and what's next. And yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it rolling. I got nothing but respect for you and for NCCU and their coach and their base, their team, and they represented. They played well, man. I respect them. So I'm good though. It's gonna take me a little while I'll have my moments, but I'm gonna say this, Alexis, and I'm gonna move on to the next in the chat. I've learned to move on fast from things you can't change. I accept it, and I give myself time to grieve and accept what's there. And I'm one person that believes that God has a sovereign will, and you can't believe that and see things happen that's not in your favor, and then start questioning it, and then start thinking that something went wrong. So if I'm still, how can I say it, down and out about something that transpired days and days ago, then I'm out of balance spiritually. So I give myself a chance to have the emotions and say, damn, I really wanted that. But I have to allow myself time to really just reset and get recentered and then just move on and then get back to the mission. So I'm good though, but thank you for checking on me. I expect you to be on Monday night when I come on, all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come on Monday. I just wanted to say I did a quick look because I have never watched North Carolina Central in my life, and I did a quick look on a video of that team. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was nervous about this game because I said they look good, and then I saw a lot of stats and stuff on them. But I congratulate them, wish them the best. But I will continue to support JSU, and I wish TC Teller the best. And I'm dropping off, honey.
Appreciate you now. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Man, this damn thing is, what's wrong with my, there we go. What's up, bro?
Hey, peace, Ken. How you doing, man?
Hey, you got it, brother.
Hey, look, man, look. I thank you for having the show and keep rocking, you know what I'm saying? This was tough. It's like Florida Evans in Good Times after James died, man.
Yeah, bro, it was tough.
It
was tough, man. I walked around the field for a minute, man, and I literally would I did well with it, but then when I got to the restaurant and started giving me something to eat, man, it hit me, bro.
Yeah,
damn, bro. I had to let it out and move on.
Right, it was good for HBCUs, the spotlight on ABC, national TV, and everything like that. All that's commendable. The young black men were able to showcase their talents on national TV. That's good. It's just heartbreaking because of the great season that we had at JSU this year, undefeated. Regular season round, undefeated. I just think it was a culmination of a few things, man. Like that surprise fake punt.
Yeah.
Right. That one I think was a gut wrencher because it lit up their offensive, where their whole team basically got energized off that play.
How about the pass interference on Shiloh? The unnecessary pass interference when we held
Shiloh should have let it go, man.
Let it go, man.
Because it was no way the young man was gonna catch the ball. And if you'd have positioned yourself better, you were actually he was in a better position to go catch the pass instead of hit the receiver.
Yeah, it was tough, man.
But but see, that's more so on the defensive coordinator because Shiloh, that's not his thing. He's not a coverage safety. You see what I'm saying? Right. Shiloh is low in the box, knock your head off coming off the line. Shiloh is not, I'm gonna chase you all over the field and lock it down, whatever passes you try to get. That's not him. But we still had, all in all, we still had a chance, but I think we heavily underestimated the throwing skill of Richard. because people talk as much as you talk about his rushing. That young man has a very good touch on them passes. You know what I mean? I noticed that throughout the year, and they had some good. They had great play calling that allowed him to throw, to those receivers, and I can't be mad at that. I think we should have clamped down more, and we should have used. We should have utilized our tight end more. DJ Stevens should have had a big day, big.
He did. He got some key passes, man. Travis had a big day.
Travis.
I know somebody in the chat's talking about we should talk about Travis. Travis is going to get his own show.
Right.
Hey,
Travis is a monster.
Like people will be thinking that because we don't jump right into it that it's not going to happen. We got a podcast, and trust me.
Right. But look, I tell you another thing.
We got all off season to talk about this. I
tell you another thing, Kim, before I get off, because I know you got other people to get on and you got somewhere to go.
Yep.
This don't stop. Like Aubrey Miller says, it's not gonna stop. Picked up the young man from Oregon. We got the JUCO QB. TC Taylor is in the building. The building's still electrified. Guard the yard. Yep. And we still gonna fire it up at J State next year. Southern and Grambling and Alcorn and fam, you're gonna be crying again. I mean, I got that feeling.
To the white meat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
I said it when I first jumped on the stream. For anybody that didn't hear it, I said we're gonna win our first Celebration Bowl championship under head coach TC Taylor, and it's gonna mean a whole lot much more. It would have been great to win one of these two, but I think to win it under Coach TC is gonna mean a little bit more because the expectation is gonna be kind of muzzled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With Coach Prime leaving out the door. There's going to be some serious expectation for Jackson State to not be very good, and you're going to see some other teams in the eyesight of the media elevate. So, Keith, Travis stock went up big time. Travis would be a first-round draft pick if he was entering the draft at the end of this season.
Oh, yeah, Travis is bona fide.
That kid is a true freshman, but we got to have a Travis Hunter show. Because we're going to highlight the few. We got a lot of good moments. We didn't get a full season, but we got a lot of good moments. We're going to track his success. Destroying was actually at the game. I got a picture with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, he was at this game?
Plus YouTube followings. You know what I'm saying? Destroying had to, iced out on the sideline, really following Travis. But that just goes to show you the type of fanfare that this kid has. This is the house that Travis Hunter built because this is where he won the state championship at Collins Hill, right? So he's playing in the Georgia Dome or the Mercedes-Benz Georgia Dome, right? So being back home, and he showed out today, man. He showed out today.
He did.
And last thing, comments. I'll let you get it.
It was a good exchange between Coach Prime and TC Taylor at the end when Coach Prime said this one is going to hurt him for the rest of his life, you know what I'm saying? Because he was unable to bring a Celebration Bowl. It's online. And then he passed it on to TC, and he said, TC, I hope that you can do what I couldn't do, right? And I think TC is going to take that mantle on his shoulder to make sure that Jackson State and the SWAC, you know what I mean? Jackson State and the SWAC are able to show the MEAC that you do not own us.
As of right now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you run, bro. We got to listen to Grambling talk about how they're the only ones that won the SWAC Celebration Bowl for a whole year. So, hey, my expectation is to start in Atlanta, end in Atlanta. And I got two more I got to get to. Solid. I'm going to be back on Monday night. Come back
All right, my man. Hey, have a great night, Ken.
Hey, same to you, brother. Be safe, man. My brother.
What up? What up?
From another mother, man. I'm running out of time, but I had to make sure you come on this thing, bro. What's going on? What's on your mind? I'll let you talk.
I'm good, brother. Let me say this. Let me start off by saying this, Ken. I'm shocked that I am not disappointed in this loss like I thought I would.
Okay.
Hands down, that's probably one of the greatest HBCU games.
Oh man, that was classic.
That I've witnessed. I mean, come on, man.
That was a classic, bro. I hate that we didn't win it. That was an instant.
Man, but
classic.
come on. Let's pick ourselves up. Because let me tell you something. Shador showed something today, bro, that I've not seen from him in the last two seasons. That particular drive, when he put that ball on the back of his shoulder, and he took that ball and he ran that thing and he put that on his shoulder, brother.
Yeah.
That showed some major leadership, dog. That man
Hey,
solidified
that boy
himself, bro.
special, man. I try to tell you folk, man, I'm a fan of the kid, but this is the thing that I saw, Mark. Mark, I saw this right here, bro. When he threw that last pass,
that right side go all the way over past,
and
go all the way past he.
man,
It's on auto.
tell that man you on live right now, bro.
Yeah, I know, man.
I'm messing with you, bro.
Man, we out here
Listen,
grilling
when
and
he
cooking,
threw that
bro.
last pass and it went high, incomplete, just the look on his face.
Man, look,
to see a winner
Shador,
lose a game that he really wanted it, bro. And
Ken, I don't think nobody wanted this game more than Shador, bro. I seen. Look, I'm not trying to be on some emotional, but I seen Shador play like I've never seen that brother play, man. And if you did you see that post
I ain't
game
seen no press
interview?
conference, nothing. I got days and
Oh
days.
my God, dude,
I have
tears.
to like, I don't run to everything because I have to
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
I have to muzzle my stuff. But go ahead.
Let me say this: I was in tears, bro. When you see it, it's gonna choke you up again, bro.
Well, that's why I give myself a day, and that's why Monday gonna be fire. Y'all make sure y'all be tuned in Monday night now.
Hey, but
We
like I
gonna give
said,
you
man,
everything we got now. Tiger
like
Talk
I
with the
said,
1400 Club gonna have the reaction Sunday night, and then Monday night we're gonna do a live stream on this channel here, and then we got so much to come, bro. Then we're gonna jump into the recruit. Go ahead.
but yeah, like I said, man, that was North Carolina. Them boys, it was an evenly matched game. This was one of them games where whoever made the bigger play 2 steps ahead of the other team was gonna win. Great game, bro. I'm not holding my head down from this game, man. I ain't thinking about none of the media hoopla that been going on for the last 2 to 3 weeks. That game was hands down one of the greatest HBCU games I've ever witnessed, bro. And us as JSU fans, alum, the city of Jackson has no reason to hold our head down. Because let's just be clear. Now I'm finna be cocky. Who else could have hung in that game like that other than Jackson State?
Well, there's a couple teams in the SWAC that like to say that they would, but
I don't look.
We beat
I
all
can say
of
I'm a
them.
million. I can say I'm a millionaire, but I'm
Well,
not.
I'm gonna say this, bro, and then I'm gonna move on. Let Randy get the last comment before I close
Yes,
out.
sir. Yes, sir.
When a team has a month to prepare for one team, and they get a chance to heal, there's something to that, right?
It's something to it. You're right.
I just wish the MEAC had a championship game, bro, so they could play 2 weeks prior and to go out and play. But we had a lot going on, man. Our team wasn't. We had a lot going on. No excuses.
But Ken, look what all we had to go through and what we had to deal with, and still look what we did today, brother.
Hey, I say this, bro, and I promise you, I gotta run.
Yeah, go ahead.
Being there, this is all I wanted to do. I said it ain't nothing greater than what we experiencing right now.
Come on, man.
It felt like we was, bro. It felt like it was man, I can't put it into words yet. Like it was amazing, bro. Just being there felt like everything in the world was right for a little while. For a little while it was about us. EA, you don't listen, man. You don't listen. Bro, I get so annoyed by stuff like this. I literally just said ain't no excuses. I just spent 2 hours commending North Carolina Central, and y'all hear one comment and jump in the chat and start talking shit. I just said the folks out.
Man, look, he got the
I'm done, bro.
I'm
gonna say it again.
I want to say what that EA really stand for, but I ain't gonna go there.
Listen, man. You don't. That 2 things can be true at the same time. We lack. I'm gonna get off the stream before I start really going left because we lack critical thinking. 2 things can be true. There's a lot going on, man, that y'all don't know about. And I said, I know. Obviously, if I'm saying it is. I ain't gonna go into it, but I already covered it. You gotta. If you just coming on the stream, rewind and go back and watch and listen to what I said. I already gave them folks their flowers.
Ken, Ken, trying to explain to the
It's like trying to goddamn. It's
nah, hold
nah,
on, Ken,
it's like trying to chew a rock.
Ken, trying to explain to them type of cats that
God
just try. It's like,
damn,
hey,
y'all
it's
don't
like
listen. Y'all don't listen, and I'm serious, and I hate looking at the chat. I hate looking at the chat. No, seriously, I mean, bro, like right here is where the chat is at. I got it blocked off. I literally hate looking at the chat when I be talking because you see something and you be like, "What the hell have you?" You had to have just jumped on.
Ken, trying to explain to cats like whoever this EA dude is just like trying to tell a pig slop ain't good for him. You see what I'm saying?
But listen, man, I'm gonna say it again. I am not made one excuse about nothing. I'm telling you, I said them boys came to play. I gave them all their flowers. EA, if you just joined, bro, you just gonna have to rewind and go back and listen to what I said.
He been in the chat for a minute. I've seen that cat. That cat been
But you want you act like you want me to drop down on my knees and whip it out and go to just stroking in. I already gave these folk their flowers, man.
But it was good.
You're not gonna sit up here and pretend like Jackson State ain't been dealing with a lot. I even said on other streams, I said I hope that the distractions don't come back, and I don't think that none of the stuff that. Listen to me. I don't think that none of the stuff that I don't think that everything. What I'm talking about is the team looks different because a lot of the players that would have been there. For example, I'll give you a scenario. Katron Evans elected not to play in the Celebration Bowl because he only played 4 games. He told me himself he didn't want to play a 5th game because it would have blew his red shirt. So if he don't play, he got 3 years of eligibility. He commits to Charlotte. You think listen what I'm saying. You think K-Tron wouldn't have been used today? As much as we got gashed up the middle? I'll give you another name. Big Country. You think Big Country wouldn't have played today? Josh Griffiths, number 91. He didn't play every single game for the last 6 games. You think he wouldn't have played today? He entered the portal. You think Niles Gaddy wouldn't have made a difference today? That ain't North Carolina Central's fault. North Carolina Central got to come and do what they got to do. And they won the game fair and square. We just, what did we just get finished talking about, Randy? I'm looking at Randy. Randy, you up next. What we just get finished talking about, Mark? This was the greatest football game we've seen in years. And all the Joker heard was, oh, man, ain't no excuses. Man, get your ass out of here, man. Mark, bro, we gonna wrap, man. Let me get Randy on here and let me get the hell out this stream, bro, before I start cussing and it's getting late. I'm getting agitated, and I can't look at the chat no more, bro, because I'm
give me some Magic City lemon peppers, man.
I'm still waiting on Mr. Body to give me my money. Now I'm gonna text him because Christmas around the corner. I need my stack. All right, man. I rap with you. Come on the stream money, bro.
Bet that up, brother.
All right. Randy, last but not least, I promise you I was coming to you, dog.
I appreciate you. Listen, man. Listen, this one just wasn't meant, right? It's something down the road for Jackson State. It's just time to reset, bro.
Yep, I felt that today. I felt that too. Reset. I felt reset today. I did. I really felt that. That's a good word. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was just time, man. You know what I mean? Like too many things was happening in a row, pass interference, like just
don't say that too loud because people gonna think you're making excuses. But go ahead.
No, that's true. That's true. But listen, y'all gonna be fine. Jackson State's gonna be fine, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just really time to just reset, start the recruiting process, lock in again. You can't do anything about it, but listen to haters. What's that gonna do? You know what I mean?
I have fun with it, man. EA, no, I like EA. I don't even know what he look like, but he OG. EA always be on. He just, it's like he have selective hearing, bro. At times, you know.
Yeah.
And I am one to give everybody kudos, man. I'm always trying to give people their flowers. I just sit up here and run on a rant about how these coaches are worthy of opportunities at the next level. I just said Oliver should be the first in line of any job that opens on the East Coast.
Right.
If I'm just starting there, I'm just saying it doesn't have to just be, but usually I say regionally because he's in that area. So there's no reason you shouldn't know who the heck Trey Oliver is if you're in North Carolina right now, right? So if you are a Power 5 program looking for a coach, you should start there. But go ahead.
If you give any good coach a month to like prep, you know what I mean?
That's an excuse to some people.
No.
There's something to it. All I said was the MEAC been kicking our behind, bro. So the MEAC is the overdog. We the underdog until we finally start winning. It is what it is.
You gotta move that SWAC championship game back or something.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Wow.
Ain't happening. But you know why it don't happen? Because the Bayou Classic always happens Thanksgiving Day weekend. It's never gonna change. The SWAC championship is usually the week after the Bayou Classic. No. That's because of the playoffs. But I'm saying like the season doesn't end. Now, granted, if the Bayou Classic wasn't that weekend and it was the same weekend we play Alcorn, then maybe we could, move it up a week prior. But
but that was a great game. You know what I mean? But it happens.
Great game, man. I gotta go. I don't know when I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna
take me a minute.
It's gotta learn, man. Learn from it. And just get better. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But go ahead, man. I know you're tired and ready to go.
I ain't even close to tired yet, bro. I just haven't done a stream. You guys are amazing, and I needed to. I really wanted to enjoy myself. I was gonna go on the live stream the other night, but when Coach Prime made his comments and I saw how the social media was reacting, I kind of knew where that was gonna go. Yeah. So wisdom said, "Don't do it." So I elected not to do a stream because I didn't want to make that about that.
Right.
But I'm content, bro. This was an amazing season, bro. We didn't end how we wanted to. Hey, man, we lost the Celebration Bowl. It was a heartbreaker. We had a chance to win it. We didn't win it. This is the first time I left a game where I didn't feel like last year when we lost to South Carolina State, I just felt like the better team lost.
Right.
No disrespect to South Carolina State. I thought we got severely out-coached, Buddy Pugh put on a clinic. But I didn't think that team was better than our team. I think that day they were better than our team.
Yeah.
Today, I was like, shit, North Carolina Central's just good, bro. That's a good team, man.
And Ken,
that team is good, man.
I grossly underestimated that offensive line, bro.
I did too.
Wow.
D-line too, man. They made some critical stops, man, to force fourth down situations for us when in actuality we couldn't. Bro, you get the ball on the 1 yard line, you can't get a yard. You got Savion Wilkerson, and you can't rush the ball.
But Ken, remember, I don't know what week it was. I said the only thing Jackson State is missing is that big back. That 225, 230, 6-foot bruiser. That's all they're missing. But
I'll say this right here though.
Doesn't call for it.
We got some. Hey! I'm gonna tell you right now, Randy. You heard it here first. We got some gifts under the Christmas tree.
I can imagine.
Stay tuned. And then, hey, what'd you just say? Give me them measurables again.
6 foot, about 225, 230.
Stay tuned. I just tell y'all this, man. It's gonna get fun. I mean, this is. Hey, man, we got take as long as you need to take to get over this loss.
Yeah.
I'm admonishing everybody, man. Just feel how you feel. Have a great, fantastic holiday. Everybody be safe. I know people are talking about crime in Jackson, right? I'm not throwing shade at Coach Prime, but people were talking about that. Man, you know how many people got their vehicles broken too out here in Atlanta? Downtown Atlanta when they park. So trust me, crime happens everywhere, bro.
Everywhere, bro.
So
Everywhere. Yeah.
it just people they're just you know, niggas gonna nig. And I don't mean that to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean that to be in you know.
Yeah. But man, listen, man. It's all right. Like I said, reset, get better, get to work. Everybody. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt, brother.
Yeah.
Well, all the best to you, man.
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir,
come back
man.
on
You too,
Monday.
man.
Got a lot to unpack.
Okay.
And man, go Tigers, bro.
It's all right. Go get the Tigers.
It's all good. It's all good.
Go Tigers.
Again, congratulations, North Carolina Central, Black College National Championship, National Champions, Celebration Bowl champions.
Yeah.
They won that game, man. They played up. They played. They showed up. They showed out. They did what they had to do, and they won fair and square, man. So, look, man, I got an early morning flight.
Go ahead, brother.
Get off this thing, man. Get packed up and get situated. And I appreciate everybody, man. If you're new to the stream, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got a lot of fire content coming to you guys, man. Because some things are about to change on the content side. If you want Jack State content, you might want to tune in. I'm just trying to tell you now. So appreciate y'all. Go Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Hit that subscribe button. And we got a lot of dope shows coming to you guys. If you want to donate to the page, you see it. Send a Cash App donation, PayPal donation. Appreciate it. It all goes back to the university in one way or the other. We got a lot going on. We got some different initiatives and campaigns coming down the pipe. But again, I appreciate you, bro. All the best to y'all, man. And I'll see y'all on the stream on Monday night.
All right.
All right, brother. Peace out. All right, y'all. Getting ready to get out this thing, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been fun. But anywho, as soon as I get some updates, man, I'll come back to you. But if not, I'll just see y'all on Monday, and then we'll go from there, man. Man, that was a tough loss. Tough loss, man. All right, y'all. Peace out.